So one of the biggest lessons I've learned when it comes to being a parent and also a teacher is that you have to get kids engaged. You have to have a plan set up. You have to be proactive, right? You know how kids get into everything, or they get restless in the classroom, they talk too much, you know what I mean, when they're supposed to be doing their work, or they're moving around too much, they keep getting up and asking to use the bathroom. You have to have a routine in place, and you have to make them a part of it. You have to have leaders, you have to give them jobs, and you have to help them feel valued as your child, parents, and also as students in the classroom, okay? So when you do that, then that eliminates a lot of behaviors, because they have jobs to do, and they start to take ownership of their tasks. And if you have the routine up, and for example, instead of just telling them what the next thing is, you have the routine up and you ask them, so what do we have next on the schedule? What are we doing next for math? You know what I mean? You have it up, and you have the students read it. You have your child read it and help run the home. So you're not trying to just run the home, or teachers run the classroom against all this opposition and trying to keep the kids focused and keep them on track. Put them in the driver's seat. You're still running the show as the adult, but you're still guiding. But what this does is it teaches them leadership, teaches them how to take initiative, gives them room to do that, teaches them how to think, and also become problem solvers. I'm ready to walk, but see this, I'm about to run right into this, so I'm gonna walk around it. It teaches them how to be problem solvers, give suggestions, right? See, kids want to be a part of things. They want to have some level of control. And sometimes if they're not being involved and they just have to sit, which I know people got really upset about my previous video when I was saying make them sit down, okay? When they have to just sit down, then they get antsy and they don't like it. They feel a loss of control. They feel like they can't move. But their movement has to have a purpose. And it doesn't have to be just what you say. You can get suggestions from them. You can ask them what they would like to do or how they would like to contribute. You know, you can ask them that. Some things they just have to do. That's life. Okay? But at the same time, if we get them involved in a process and they do it with us while we're leading, but we put them in positions of leadership under our leadership, kids thrive. They love it. I'll give you an example. The other day, we were cleaning up in the house, and that same basket of laundry, I had folded the clothes and put it away, but I had to hang the clothes. This is the first time I told my daughter to get hangers and hang up the clothes. First time ever. She's 8 years old. She usually helps me put the clothes away after I fold them. And she helps me fold. She had a ball, and she said, I like hanging clothes. This is so much fun. And I'm like, huh? I could have done that a long time ago. You know what I mean? Or in the classroom, what I used to do was have students get up and teach part of the lesson. I have them do it. And then I would have the rest of the class listen to them. So, and they would, because they wanted their turn to get up there and do it. You know what I mean? I would have students give advice, because my students earn points based on their performance. And I still do that now in my student coaching program. So I would before giving the points, I would ask the other students to give feedback. And they would give feedback to each other. They love giving feedback, and it helped them grow. Let them be a part of the process. All right? So for those of you that were upset about me just saying that they have to sit down, I'm sticking by that. They do. There are times when they need to sit and function independently and think. That's the whole thing behind it. When they have to function independently, when they have to sit and do their work without going up to the teacher's desk every 5 minutes, without getting out of their seat and twirling around, without asking to use the bathroom every 5 minutes, When they have to do that, then they are thinking, here we go again, the rain, seasons are changing, everything's hanging low, but it feels good to be walking out here. So yeah, let's stand on here and finish up. Let's make sure that we're keeping our kids engaged. They love it, they grow, they mature, they take things more seriously, they take initiative. They're very smart. They're very smart and have incredible perspectives. They think of things that we're not even thinking about. You know what I mean? So important. Let's do that. So that's one big lesson I've learned as a parent and also a teacher. And I'll be giving more of my experience as a parent and teacher, like the lessons I've learned. Because what we're doing here is creating solutions that work at home and in the classroom. Because we can't just have them working in the classroom and then at home mom is struggling, right? And then we can't just have the mom doing things at home, mom and dad doing things at home, and then the teacher in the classroom is struggling. We have to be on the same page. And I don't mean we all have to do things the same way. What I mean is, teachers, get with your parents and talk to them and ask them what they want their child to accomplish this year, and talk about what you want them to accomplish, and y'all figure it out together. Parents, get with your teachers and do the same thing. All right, so we can grow our kids this year. Let's communicate. Let's work together. No more of this parents against teachers. All right, no more of that. No more teachers on the island by themselves and parents on the island by themselves. We all together. We got this. All right. All right, talk to y'all soon. Believe in yourself, believe in your child, honey, or your students, and always remember that growth is unlimited. I love y'all, and we got this. Peace.